We ride together. We die together. Bad boys for life.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blerd Lines podcast with Blerd Lines Entertainment. I am your host, Daryl Stokes, with my co-host,
Jason Strange.
And we are back for episode 4. Happy to be back with you guys once again. And, once again, we're starting to get a little bit more attention to our videos. And I appreciate everybody that's out there supporting us and holding us down.
Yes, sir.
And, getting those view counts up and things like that. But today we are here to talk to you guys about a few things that we have missed the past few days. But before we get to that, Jason, how you doing, man? You thought I was about to...
Ooh, yeah, I'm good. I'm doing good.
Doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. Can't complain. What about you?
I'm hanging in there, man. Family's good. Rent's paid and cars paid and... I'm blessed. So
once that rent is paid, that's all
that's all
everything else falls in line at that point.
Exactly. But so before we get to the few things that we've missed in the past few days, we want to go ahead and start off with the Oscars. The Oscars were last night, and the Oscars are last night. Shout out to all the winners last night. We had Coda winning Best Picture. We had Jessica Chastain winning Best Actress. We had No Time to Die by Billie Eilish winning Best Song. Encanto winning Best Animated Feature. Best International Feature Film was Drive My Car. Ariana DeBose, Best Supporting Actress. With Troy Koster, Best Supporting Actor, and Summer of Soul winning Best Documentary. Speaking of Best Documentary, during the the presentation for the award, we had Chris Rock get up and say a few things. He was the presenter for the award. And
I didn't even know if I didn't realize they were presenting anything at that moment. I'm not even gonna lie.
I didn't know either. And I guess we should preface by saying we didn't start off watching the Oscars last night.
Oh no, I completely forgot it was.
Yeah, we were playing 2K during the Oscars, and the next thing we know, we
get buckets.
Right, but once we hear what's going on, we start to tune in and trying to figure out what's going on. Mm-hmm. And breaking the internet last night, during the presentation for the best documentary during the Oscars, Chris Rock decided to make a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, saying that he can't wait to see G.I. Jane 2. Speaking on her hair specifically.
Yeah.
Now... I actually didn't know this until last night, but Jada Pinkett has come out multiple times about her being diagnosed with alopecia.
Yeah.
And, she takes it to heart and she feels very strong. She feels very strongly about it.
Yeah. So
the joke was made and you could see instantly on her face that she was not with it.
I think he laughed at it at first.
I was getting there. Yeah. She was not with it at first. Like immediately, she was not with it.
Yeah, her face was not.
But if you look over at Will Smith, he's still kind of chuckling a little bit. Yeah, and then I think what happened was he looked over, seen her face, and was like,
"Okay, I don't like how that made my wife look."
So now I gotta. So basically, what ends up happening, he gets up in the middle of the presentation, walks up to... Actually, I don't even think they were I don't even know if the broadcast came back yet at this point. But I think it was the international version that actually caught everything that was going on.
Yeah.
So he walks up to Chris Rock, and in the middle, in front of everybody, the whole academy, all their peers, smacks the living taste out of Chris Rock's mouth.
Chris Rock was looking like, hold up, what's up, Will? What's you coming up here for?
And what's crazy is that I don't think, like, when we first heard about it and saw it and we first saw it, we didn't think it was real. I don't think.
I didn't think it was real. I didn't see the video when it was brought to my attention. I'm thinking in my mind, maybe it was like they were doing some skit. 'Cause, you know, award shows, they always kind of do some type of joke that aligns with whatever they're trying to, whatever. So I'm thinking it was fake.
Right.
But then when I seen the playback video, I'm like, God.
Yeah, and then I thought it was fake up until the point where I seen the part where he started cussing.
Yeah.
Like,
because you're not just going to snap like that at the Oscars.
Right, and it was quiet. Yeah. Like, you could hear a pin drop other than...
Lupita looked at him and was, like, smiling at first. Like, it was like one of those, like, weird smiles. Was like, is this really real?
Right. We didn't know what was going on. And that was the second inclination that, okay, might be real. Like, he might have actually slapped taste out this man's mouth.
Especially just because of Chris Rock's reaction. He's looking like... Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Will Smith just smacked me in my face.
Right.
And everybody else is like, yeah, we seen it. He definitely did that.
He definitely did it.
It's like, how do you even play that off? Like, you just got to look at the teleprompter like...
I will say he did a great job at playing it off for what he could do. Because what do you do in that situation?
I don't know. I couldn't. It's hard.
Until
you're in that situation, it's hard to say what
it's
you
hard
do.
to say.
I think a lot of people are on the internet and they're like, man, if it was me, I'd have not. No, you wouldn't have. You'd have been just as shocked because you're hosting the Oscars. Like
you want it on the biggest stage.
Yeah,
you're on the biggest stage
in front of millions on TV. Like you're not I know some people want to believe they would have did that, but I think a lot of people would have reacted just like Chris Rock did because Chris Rock was in shock. He didn't expect Will Smith to come up and smack him across his face in front of his friends.
Yeah. I'm cutting that in.
He didn't want to smack him in front of his friends.
Smack me, bitch! In front of my friends!
It's hard to say what I would have done, but he handled it the best way he could. The show got to keep going.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling and act like it didn't happen.
It just sucks, man, because these are two icons and... You know, you don't want to see, specifically, you know, the people in our community, the black community. It sucks to see our people in that limelight. And also, I should preference by saying the reason why I didn't name the nominee who won Best Actor is because it was none other than Will Smith for his role in King Richard. Which, did you get a chance to see, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a phenomenal movie.
Such a great movie.
He played the hell out of that role, man. The whole cast.
He definitely deserved that.
Yeah, he definitely did, 100%.
Nice. Smacked the out of Chris Rock. Did turn around and won an Oscar.
Right, but that's the thing, though. It's overshadowed because of the slap now.
That's so gangster. Oh, man. See, here's the thing, though. I didn't really look at it like it overshadowed. I think it honestly might have overshadowed other people's awards because I think they said Samuel L. Jackson won an award and received it from Denzel, if I'm not mistaken.
See, I would have never known.
I didn't know either.
I would have never known.
Because I think everybody else got outshined because of that moment. But, that was still a big moment, in my opinion. The acceptance speech was amazing. Considering, what he did before. But I think it was still been a special moment. It's just... it became Will Smith's night.
Yeah, it definitely did. Now, I want to ask you, do you think he was in the right to do it, though? Like personal thoughts aside, do you think that was the proper way of handling that situation?
I think he looked at it. I think when he looked at his wife's face, he felt like in that moment he had to do something right then and there. Mm-hmm. Which I think he said when he issued a public apology on social media, but... For me, I think it would have been a time and a place. Like, I would have had to walk backstage. No one's going to stop Will Smith from walking backstage in the Oscars. I'd have took my little feet backstage, and I'd have been like, hey, yo, what's good? So you go tell that joke. But then again, you don't know what other joke was going to follow that. Like, if he was going to keep going at Jada or what the case was. But I probably would have had to see him backstage and then give him the same treatment.
Yeah,
just
if he would have done it backstage, I don't
That's what I'm saying.
We would have definitely heard about it, even possibly even seen it. But to do that in front of millions at home and all your Academy peers, and I really don't even care that it was the Oscars. Again, I'm just more so upset that it's these two icons and we have to watch that happen.
I think for the situation, maybe it was Will's breaking point.
Yeah, I agree.
He's already been made a fool of, if we're being honest, like as far as like the situations with his wife and his family's just in the limelight in general. But a lot of that stuff, like, he has to hear stuff about himself. He has to hear stuff about his wife every day. Mm-hmm. So I think we never really get to see Will react in any kind of way. Yeah. And I think that was probably like the boiling point. Like, you're not going to continue stepping on me and my family on national television, making a fool out of us. I'm tired of it. Right. So he exploded.
Yeah. And another thing too, like when in his book, he talks about. I heard Charlamagne talk about this on Breakfast Club this morning, but in his book, Will talks about he felt like he's been all his life he's been a coward, and because of the situations he's had to deal with growing up with living in an abusive household. His father was abusive towards his mother. He did nothing about it, And also, I'm sure that entanglement thing plays a part in it as well. Like, he's just,
that's what I'm saying.
Like you said,
his wife being talked about on a day-to-day basis. Like, as soon as that happened, everybody was making jokes and memes about it, just kind of like they're doing with the slap situation. Mm-hmm. And it's all over the internet. And Will Smith is on the internet, so he sees it all. Mm-hmm. And at one point, it's just like, they're making fun of my situation. Yeah. You could tell he's heard about it. Like, he doesn't. He's there to discuss it, but he's not trying to make a joke about it. It's his life. It's what he comes home to every day. So I think this was the tipping point. Like, it was just like, all right, I'm tired of this. I got to do something to stand up for myself and my family. Mm-hmm. And that's what he did. I mean, definitely could have been handled in different other ways, but I don't fault him for how he did it.
I don't fault him for reacting. I don't fault him
for reacting. Yeah.
It's just the way he reacted.
Yeah.
It could have been, like you said, he should have met him backstage or something. I said the same thing. He should have met him back. It should have been a backstage thing. Should have been a behind closed doors thing. And a lot of people are posing the question. And I want to ask you: do you think that if this would have been a white person or somebody bigger than Will, do you think he would have done the same thing?
No.
You don't think so? For either situation?
No.
Yeah.
I think he would have probably still hit him with the "keep my wife's name out your mouth." I think he would have said that, but the slap, I don't think it would have got away with some other people.
Yeah. I want to address again how well Chris Rock would have handled it, because I swear, you walk on stage and you slap me, it's going down on that stage no matter where we at.
Bro, you get hit with that AAA spine buster.
Hey, bro. Listen, bro, I can't go. Because listen, you telling that, because as soon as somebody gets slapped, you telling me I'm not even worthy of your closed fist. You just slapping the mess out of me to teach me a lesson, like I'm your child.
Yeah.
Like that's the ultimate disrespect right there.
That's disrespectful.
So I can't allow that to slide. And like you said, I don't know if I would have reacted that way, but in my mind right now, like,
it's going down.
Yeah, it's going down. Like, if you slap me right now, these folks is gonna see us wrestling around this room until somebody win this fight. So it is what it is. But man, I really I hope Will. And he did come out with an apology. He apologized last night without thanking Chris Rock. He apologized to everybody but Chris. But then earlier today, he released an apology, an open apology directly towards Chris Rock, which I don't know how I feel about open apologies with celebrities. I mean, I get it. That's your platform. Do what you want with it. But at the same time, when it comes to things like that, I feel like behind closed doors is the best way to go. But once it's out there,
it's like when you're a celebrity, not like I am.
Oh,
but
you're on your way.
Yeah. When you're a celebrity, you're in the limelight.
Yeah.
Like, that's what comes with the job. So you have to, like, it's almost like unwritten law. Almost like, you got these fans, you have people that watch you on a day-to-day basis. You got to appeal to them. Like, you're present on social media. You have to, they're included in everything you do. Right. So when you make when you have an action, something that big or that scale at the Oscars, you have to address that to your fan base. Like, your PR tell you like you got to issue out an apology. He might have hit Chris Rock up. I'm gonna say Chris Brown. He might have hit Chris Rock up like directly, like, hey man, I apologize, but he also has to issue that statement because he did this shit on live television.
You're right. You're definitely right.
So that's the way I see it.
Yeah, man. But I hope that, you know, whatever inner demons that Will's dealing with right now, I hope he's able to deal with them. Because there's no way that could have just, like we said, it's a buildup of things. So I wish his family nothing but the best. I still think he's one of the greatest of all time.
Love to both.
Oh yeah, for sure. But sticking with the Smith family, and please, whatever, let us know what you guys think about the slap heard around the world. You know, let us know, you know, how you guys felt about it. Do you think Will was in the right? Do you think he was in the wrong? Do you think it should have been handled differently? Please let us know, comment, you know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But sticking within the Smith family, last week we missed a rumor going around that was started by Will Smith about his son Jaden he basically came out in an interview with Pop Time, stating that my son is preparing himself physically and mentally to get a place as one of the characters who will make history for the first time in a saga of a movie that many already know and ask for. So people took this and automatically assumed that Jaden is preparing to play Miles Morales in the MCU. What do you think about this? I mean, it kind of sounds like it. It kind of does if you think about it. But I'm
leaning on the side that I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised now that they mention it. Like, I guess I could kind of see it in a way, but like at the same time, it's like I don't have an opinion on it until I see a preview or something. Like, I got to see it in action. Like, then I can be like, okay, this looks like it might be something. He might do his thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, but at the end of the day, I don't want this to happen at all. In my opinion, he's too old.
I do want to see a new face, though. Like,
yeah,
I would like to see someone we're not... Like, Tom Holland, he came out on the scene. I mean, he's had some movies out there before, but he wasn't like widely known.
He's mainstream now.
Yeah, he's mainstream now. Like we know him.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
I want to see a new face like that. Like, give us something fresh.
Yeah. See, and I was gonna go. The big one that's going around for Miles, because as to my knowledge, Jaden is not even Miles is Afro-Latino, and I don't think Jaden has a Latinx bone in his body. I could be wrong, but I don't think he does. So I would want somebody to be able to represent that role, which I'm sure a lot of people want somebody to represent that role faithfully to its fullest extent.
The Afro-Latino community.
For sure. Look at the game, how they show love to both sides on the game in the Miles Morales game. Like when I seen certain stuff in that game, I was like, yo, I'm feeling this on a personal level. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but the big one that's going around, the big fan casting that's going around is actually Miles Brown from Blackish. He plays Zoe's little brother. He actually is Afro-Latino. I think he's only like 17 years old, and he has a mustache. But if he was to shave that mustache, he looks like he could be in high school. You know, just like Tom. He looks like he could be around Tom Holland, like a younger person that could be up underneath Tom Holland. Yeah. So I actually really like that one. Do you think you got anybody else in mind that could play that role? It's not too many like out there Afro-Latino actors that I can think of. It was just that one right there that kind of stuck with me.
I don't have any off the top of my head, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I would like to see a fresh face. I don't think
you don't think Miles Brown is
I think Miles Brown is a good look too, because again he's someone that people don't really know on that scale either. But I mean, you know, right now we're spoiled with superhero movies as far as Marvel goes. So it's like, you know, anybody who gets casted in a Marvel movie, It's some big shoes to
Oh,
fill.
they're huge.
Like, you can't
shoes.
come up short at this point.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more coming up short.
No.
With anything. So, like,
You
and I
can't.
trust Marvel's casting. I think they always do a fantastic job with who they choose to play their superheroes.
And that's why I don't think it's Jaden Smith. I think because like I said, it does sound like it could be, him playing in an MCU role, the way Will Smith put it. But I just don't think Jaden fits Miles. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you said, we won't know until we see it. But yeah, man. Again, let us know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Jaden Smith is a good fit? Who would you guys rather see? Do you guys think Miles Brown is a good fit? Please comment and let us know. But before we got into this episode today, we also got a chance to watch the deleted scene from The Batman with Barry Keoghan playing the Joker. What are your thoughts on this scene, man? Do you think that this would have fit in the movie, or do you think it was deleted?
I would have preferred that be the the end credit scene over what they gave us.
See, I would agree with you, but the only thing is that if it was the post credit scene, it wouldn't have fit in the movie, because I think this scene was supposed to take place before. Spoiler alert, by the way. I know we're a little late on that. We already talking about the Joker being in the movie, but it was the scene right. It was before he went and
met with
Falcone. No, when he went and arrested Falcone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was when he went and arrested Falcone at the Iceberg Lounge. And yeah, so I definitely think that scene that was actually in the movie definitely would have benefited from this scene specifically. But I feel like this scene was cut for a specific reason, because they know that they have something with this Joker, and that where they want to go with him, they wanted to kind of save that menacing, terrifying atmosphere for the next time we see him.
Yeah.
But I want to know, what do you think about his look?
It definitely reminded me of like the video games.
Yeah.
Like how they portray him in those games.
Like as he started to get sick and stuff.
Yeah, he looks damaged.
Yeah. Oh.
And not like just a straight clown.
Or just damaged written across your forehead like Jared Leto.
Yeah. Like that was no pun intended or anything like that. That was unexpected. But no, he actually looks like he's been through a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of gives you more of a story there.
Mm-hmm.
With the Joker, like whatever he's gone through made him exactly what we see in that deleted scene. So he looks the part.
Yeah, most definitely.
His mouth just looks.
Ooh, yeah, like and Matt Reeves said that he wanted this to be a Joker that has been tormented from childhood.
Yeah,
and
I looked every bit of it.
And I believe those scars and everything like that are from, like, I'm pretty sure he specifically said he was a chemical burn victim as a child. I think, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And you can definitely tell, like, he's missing hair all up top. His face is scarred, and his nails and hands are scarred, and like the look of him just makes your skin crawl. So I'm excited for to see what Barry Keoghan is going to do with this Joker. Especially, he was my favorite part of Eternals. So
yeah, he did play his role in Eternals.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what he does with this. How about you?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I can't wait to see the direction. But again, it's DC's.
Give them benefit of the doubt, man. They made a good Batman movie.
I always do. They did good with this one.
Yeah.
But just.
As long as it stays out the DC.
They got to show me the cars first before I invest in it.
I agree with you. Is that another Joker pun? Like the Joker?
Nah. I'm throwing out all the Joker puns.
But please, guys, let us know what you guys think of this deleted scene. Let us know what you guys think about the Batman. If you guys want to hear us talk about the Batman a little bit more, we did a non-spoiler and a spoiler review of the movie. You can check those out on our channel. But please comment and let us know what you guys think.
Yes, sir.
So now I want to let's get Jason. Let's go ahead and jump right into our Halo review. We got a chance to watch Halo the first episode of Halo last week, and I just wanted to get your overall thoughts. We're not going to get too much into spoilers or anything like that. I just want to kind of get your thoughts on the show and where do you think how the trajectory. I can't talk to Gate. The trajectory of the show is going to unfold.
Yeah, I think it's going places.
Yeah.
You make a show about Halo. This is something they talked about doing for years.
It was originally supposed to be
a movie. It was going to be a movie, and they made it a show. And then, I felt like a show would tell it a lot better because there's so much in the Halo universe that you can talk about, that you can show. Like, they had, I don't know how many games now, maybe 6 or 7 games or something like that. Somewhere up there.
Something like, I think even more than that, honestly.
Yeah, it might be even more than that. But it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think they definitely delivered from what I could see in that first episode. It looks exciting. I thought it was going to be very, very, PG and just
It caught you off guard.
Oh, my gosh. As soon as the first person, I'm not going to say anything crazy, but, as soon as the first scene got crazy.
As soon as the first person bites it.
Yeah, as soon as the first person gets out of there.
Yeah.
You can definitely see, oh, my God.
At that point, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah. I'm like, they showed that?
That's when you knew what you were getting into.
It's kind of like when I first watched The Walking Dead, and then you see, a zombie actually bite somebody's face off. You're like, dang, they actually showed it.
Yeah.
Now I'm excited because they actually show what happened. So that got my attention immediately. So I think it looks good. Visually, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It sounds like everything looks.
The sound mixing was cool.
The sound mixing was great.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that it definitely caught me off guard, like you said, with the brutality and the things like that. And I didn't think the story. I was wondering how they were going to go about this story, and I think that the Mandalorian kind of opened up the door for a story like this. A man under a helmet where you hardly ever see his face. So it's good. So a lot
focus on the character itself and not
exactly, and a lot of it is through his voice acting, and I think, and that's one thing I love about Pedro Pascal over at The Mandalorian is that with his voice, you can feel it, every emotion that he's feeling, even though you're not even being able to see him emote, and it's not even really even him under the mask. Probably it's a stunt double or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But but a lot of people are even comparing this show to The Mandalorian. It's another one of those shows where you have this super badass,
super bounty hunter type.
Yeah, protecting a youngling basically. So it does kind of parallel a little bit, but again, we don't know where the story's gonna go. After only seeing the first episode, but I wanted to talk about some of the VFX and the CGI a little bit. I was actually genuinely surprised about how well it actually looked for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that I don't have a few nitpicks where
there were some instances.
Yeah, like when the Spartans were running around, it looks kind of clunky. I don't know if you caught that. And again, this is nitpicky. It's nitpicky because, and I actually really enjoyed this first episode, and I really think this show is going to go far. But I can't help but pull those small little things where it seems like this could have been done a little bit better or tweaked a little bit more. And there was another shot where Master Chief slid a gun on the ground, and it just looked like that. It just looked like he slid something on the ground. It looked like a flat piece of paper or something like that. But once again, like I said, it's a good. I'm enjoying what we're getting so far. Pablo Schreiber is playing the Master Chief. I don't know if you recognized him at all. He's the dude he was the master planner from Den of Thieves.
No, I didn't recognize.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him either at first. It looked like he put on a couple of pounds too, to be honest. Not saying that's a bad thing or anything like that, but he was a little bit unrecognized. I didn't recognize him at first. But so yeah, man, I'm excited to see where the show's gonna go.
It's nice seeing the guns.
Oh man, yes, like it was so accurate, bro. to the source material.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was actually really surprised. Like even the ships, the vehicles that they drove, and everything like that.
I'm just ready to see the little grunts get punched. In the head.
I swear, if they make confetti pop out they
Oh, yeah,
hands,
yeah.
bro,
The show's goated.
yeah, it's going down as number one for sure. So, but please, ladies and gentlemen, please let us know what you guys think about the first episode of Halo, where you guys think the trajectory. I cannot say that word. Say it for me, Jason.
Trajectory.
Thank you. The trajectory of this show is
The
going.
word of the day is trajectory.
Trajectory.
Trajectory. Use it in a sentence.
I can't stand you. But we're gonna go ahead and transition back over to the MCU, and just to talk about last week, Wakanda Forever has officially wrapped principal photography.
Yeah, my boy Ryan Coogler said, let's wrap this up.
He said he's ready to get up out of there.
Let's get up out of here. We got one more scene and we done.
And speaking of that, man, just like this movie, like I'm actually kind of worried about where this. Like, not saying I don't
Trust it. You don't trust it.
No, hold on, let me talk.
You don't trust it.
I trust Kevin Feige. I enjoy. I don't think there's a single movie that Ryan Coogler has directed that I haven't enjoyed. But it's kind of hard to be fully invested in this movie. And when I say invested, I mean truly hopeful for this movie because of everything that it's gone through. Because unfortunately, you know, it started off with the unfortunate passing of Chadwick. I don't even know what year it was now. It seems like it's been so long. Was it 2019, I believe? Yeah, 2019. And then COVID hits, you know, it prevents it from being able to even start shooting. It delays it. I think it delayed it a year from shooting alone. And then it did finally begin in June of last year. But it still followed more and more shutdowns because of COVID and you know, and things like that. And then also you have controversy surrounding it with Letitia Wright and how she's been how it's been rumored how she's been a handful to work with, and you know, and her stance on COVID and the vaccines. So it's just a lot surrounding this movie. And like you said, with the situation with Ryan Coogler is just ready to wrap it up now at this point because I'm sure he's exhausted.
Oh yeah,
you know,
trying to work overtime and then deal with what he dealt with recently. It's just like, dude, like, come on now.
Yeah, so it's like I don't like. It's.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got back to set and was just like, all right, we about to shoot the whole last 45 minutes of this movie all in one take.
All in one take. So
you better put on your best fit, your best hat, and let's get to work. Cause this is it. You mess up, we just gonna cut you out the movie. Imagine you missing a line. He's like, he had it there. Keep it going.
Next.
Keep rolling.
Man, that would be some ish, man. But yeah, man. Like I said, I don't know how much faith I have in this being I think it's going to be a good movie. I really do. I really hope so. And I hope that the direction that they take it doesn't affect what Black Panther meant to us as a character. You know what I mean? And I'm not even specifically talking about recasting T'Challa, hashtag recast T'Challa, by the way. And but like I said, you know, Black Panther, that first movie meant so much to our to people that look like us, to our community, and to all MCU fans, honestly. And you know, for this movie to be surrounded by so much, I just hope and pray that they're able to overcome all this adversity.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the movie brings.
Yeah, and this movie's still supposed to come out this year.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's going to get pushed back.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
It's gonna get pushed
like, I think it's supposed to come out in July. So, yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
It's going to get pushed back.
But
I'm thinking more towards the end of the year.
But then again, the first Black Panther finished wrapping, I think, like, they officially finished wrapping in, like, December. And the movie came out in February. or they had just finished the movie. Like, yeah, it was they just finished something in December, and then the movie came out in February. Yeah. So they had to move already then. So I don't put it past Ryan Coogler to be able to figure it out and get it done. So
yeah, we
shall see. But once again, please let us know what you guys think of this news about Wakanda Forever wrapping principal photography, and that doesn't mean that they're done. They're still going to be reshoots and stuff like that. That's just for sure. It's just
editing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But for our final topic today, kind of, sort of sticking in the MCU, we don't necessarily know. We have some Morbius news coming out. First reactions to Morbius, and the director coming out and just straight up just spoiling the movie.
He said Morbius dies.
No.
That'd be crazy.
But what was crazy is that Sony even retweeted it. So it was like,
maybe they gave him a list of stuff he could or couldn't say, and he was like, all right, I can say this.
He did an AMA and ask me anything. So, people were just asking him stuff left and right. They asked him if we'll be seeing a Spider-Man in this universe. And he came out and straight up said that I expect that you guys will be finding out about the new Spider-Man that's in this movie very soon. And I don't think that's the exact quote. We don't know if it's going to be a new Spider-Man or if it's going to be Tobey or Andrew. A lot of people are pulling for it to be Andrew. Nothing against Tobey, but Tobey is a little bit on the older side. And I
think Tobey's arc is done.
I think so too.
I think people still want to, because of how Sony did Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and other people's opinions, not mine, because I actually enjoyed The Amazing Spider-Man. Kill me. Anyways, I think people are still wanting to see more of Andrew Garfield, like one last hurrah for him.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it was him.
Yeah.
And also because I think this Q&A thing that he was doing is just because I don't feel like people are really excited for Morbius.
No.
As much as any other MCU movie. Like, it's like Venom, and people were like, Venom 2, Venom 1.
Yeah. And I was going to
say Morbius. It's not MCU.
It's
exactly.
MCU adjacent.
Adjacent, yeah. Sony is doing it, though, so they're just kind of like, well, it's another Marvel movie.
And the first reactions to this movie, none of it was good.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think people are really genuinely excited for it, like an Avengers type of piece of movie, or a product of an Avengers movie. Like, it's just, people are just like, oh, here comes another Marvel movie, and just
another Sony Marvel movie.
Yeah, so maybe I think it was needed to build some hype around it and have people look forward to something.
Yeah,
I think it worked.
Yeah, because I think what it is Sony is doing this thing where they're building their roster of Spider-Man characters so they can spin off on their own little, because they're making billions of dollars over with the MCU and Marvel, but they probably want to be able to do something on their own. Like, maybe we can bring in $1 billion with our own franchise, spin-off adjacent franchise as well. I don't think that's going to happen because they haven't made a good movie yet, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure you're on that same boat with me as well. For the most part, I don't think you liked the first two Venom movies all that much. So,
but I think they should just start throwing in a bunch of different Spider-Man.
And just make
talking about those Spider-Man. Give us Spider-Punk. I'll be Spider-Punk. I'll rock the jacket, the denim jacket with the Spider-Man suit and the spikes on my head.
You hear that, Sony?
Yeah, you already know.
Hashtag
like, give us Spider Noir. Give us, give us the different Spider-Man 2099. Like, just give us different Spider-Man. Like, they don't even have to. I think at this point, like, I love Spider-Man. So, like, we keep making Spider-Man movies all that we want. But, like, I think it'd be dope to add other Spider-Man, just thrown in the movie a little bit, like as like a extra, and not like a main focus Spider-Man. Because it's like we have our normal Peter Parker every time, but imagine if you see a Peter B. Parker,
a slew of different spider people.
Yeah.
I could see that working. It's just that we already got that with Into the Spider-Verse, and it's perfect.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's perfect. Like, I don't see why they don't just focus on that side of things instead of...
Well, they are with the second one coming out.
I know, but I'm saying put all their focus into it rather than making these subpar movies that nobody's asking for. we're getting that Craven movie, but what is that about to be? Is that about to be on par with these 3 movies that they've already made? If so,
I guess we'll find out.
I guess so, man. But then that's basically it for the day. It was a kind of a shorter show today. Not too. There was a lot without a lot being out there. Specific. Most of everything.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
That's basically all that's on the internet right now. So, but we appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us once again, man. We appreciate I don't even know what I was about to say.
Just appreciative, man. Keep tuning in. Keep liking.
Please.
Subscribe. Reach out to us, man.
Please, we want to hear more. We want to hear more from you guys. Please DM us.
Yeah, for sure,
comment,
man.
Leave any comment. You can email us, anything.
I usually just want to hear what you guys think about this stuff for real. Obviously we have our opinions, but everybody has their opinions. Like, maybe you guys have things that you always wanted to say or get your point across. Like, this movie is garbage. Well, tell us why.
Right.
This movie is actually great. I don't know why people don't like it enough. Tell us why. Why do you think that movie or that show is what you think it is? And we can talk about that on the show and include you in it. So
please,
yeah, man. I appreciate all the love that we're getting so far, and like and subscribe.
Please, all that good stuff. And on that note, we're out of here. Peace.